and I am the Chief Financial Officer for Generation Connection.
Hi, I'm Steele, and I'm the Massachusetts State Executive, and we're going to be talking about the history of M&M's.
Alright, so for the first article we're reading, it's right on the history page of the M&M website. So it starts with, our 100-plus year history has a rich timeline. New products and services, new business segments, and thousands of new associates, but one thing remains. We're still a family business at heart. You've been enjoying Mars products and services for years, and we'd like to share with you a little bit about who we are and where we are from.
In the 1940s, Forrest E. Mars Sr. returns to the United States and establishes M&M's Limited in Newark, New Jersey. M&M's plain chocolate candies were introduced in 1941.
1950s. M&M's have become so popular by 1950 that an indigenous solution for consumers to distinguish the real M&M's from inferior imitators was to stamp each candy with the now famous M. The slogan, "Look for the M on every piece," was created. M&M's peanut chocolate candies were introduced in 1954, and the color used to print the M's on the M&M's plain and peanut chocolate candies was changed from black to white.
In the 1960s, M&M's Fruit Chews were launched and later developed into Starbursts.
1980s. Mars becomes the first candy in space when M&M's chocolate candies were chosen by the first space shuttle astronauts to be included in their food supply. M&M plain and peanut chocolate candies became the official snack foods of the Olympic Games in 1984. With brand harmonization in the 1980s, M&M candies go global, expanding into Asia, Pacific, Australia, Europe, and Russia. M&M peanut butter chocolate candies were introduced in the U.S. in 1989.
In the 1990s, M&M's Colorworks offers consumers a kaleidoscope of 21 colored M&M's milk chocolate candies through selected specialty candy stores and via the internet at My M&M's. Production of M&M Minis milk chocolate candies began in 1997. M&M's Colorworks peanut candies were launched in 1998 in M&M's World stores. In the 2000s, M&M's chocolate candies became the official candy of the new millennium. M&M is the new Roman numeral for 2000. In 2002, the first ever global M&M's chocolate candies color vote was held. Voters' choices were purple, aqua, or pink. The winner was purple. Approximately 10 million ballots cast worldwide from every corner of the earth.
In 2004, M&M's Chocolate launched My M&M's, the new online service that allowed consumers to design their own customized message on M&M chocolate candies. In 2008, the launch of Faces allowed consumers to upload personal images to their personalized candies. M&M character Mrs. Brown debuted in the Super Bowl in 2012. In 2017, M&M's caramel candies were launched, and the M&M candies arrived in India 75 years after it began selling in the U.S. M&M's Flavor Vote winner in 2018 is Crunchy Mint, chosen over Crunchy Espresso and Crunchy Raspberry.
Hey, we're back with another article, and this one is from History.com titled 6 Times M&M's Made History. M&M's were first released in 1941 and since then have had an oversized impact on American popular culture. From their beginnings as snacks for World War II soldiers to their time aboard both the first and last NASA space missions. Here are some of the highlights in their long history.
So number 1, M&M's were inspired by rations given to soldiers during the Spanish Civil War. In 1932, after falling out with his father and business partner, Forrest Mars Sr. of the Mars Candy Company moved to England, where he began manufacturing Mars bars for troops. It was during the Spanish Civil War that Mars proportionally encountered British volunteers eating small chocolate beads encased in a hard sugar shell, which prevented melting. In an age when sale of chocolate typically dropped off during the summer months due to the lack of AC, Mars was thrilled by the prospect of developing a product that would be able to resist melting in high temperatures.
M&M's used to be made with Hershey's chocolate, now one of the Mars' biggest competitors. Upon Mars' return to the United States, he approached Bruce Murray, the son of Hershey executive William Murray, to join him in a new business venture, anticipating a shortage of chocolate and sugar as World War II raged on in Europe. Mars sought a partnership that would ensure a steady supply of resources needed to produce his new candy. In return, Murray received a 20% stake in the M&M product, which was named to represent Mars and Murray.
Number 3. During World War II, M&Ms were exclusively sold to the U.S. military. In March of 1941, Mars was granted a patent for its manufacturing process and production began in Newmark, New Jersey. Originally sold in cardboard tubes, M&Ms were covered with a brown, red, orange, yellow, green, or violet coating. After the U.S. entered the war, the candies were exclusively sold to the military, enabling the heat-resistant and easy-to-transport chocolate to be included in the American soldiers' rations. By the time the war was over and they returned home, they were hooked.
M&M's didn't have their signature M stamp until 1950. Shortly after wartime, quotas ended and candies were made available to the general public. Forrest Mars bought out Murray's shares in the company and took sole ownership of the M&M brand. The familiar brown bag package that remains in use today was introduced in 1948. 2 years later, the candies began to be imprinted with the black M, which changed to white in 1954. The consumers were encouraged to look for the M on every piece to ensure they were getting the real thing.
Number 5. Between 1976 and 1987, there were no red M&Ms. In the early 1970s, a bombshell Russian study was released linking FDAC Red No. 2, then the most widely used commercial food dye in America, to cancer and death. The Food and Drug Administration banned the use in 1976. Although the red food coloring in question was not actually used in M&M, Mars removed red candies from the color mix to avoid customer confusion. Following public demand, they were reintroduced in 1978, by which time red dye No. 2 was proven not to be carcinogenic after all.
Number 6, M&M's were the first candy to go to space. The same qualities that made them durable wartime rations made them perfect for space travel. So, on request from the crew aboard NASA's first space shuttle, Columbia, M&M's became the first candy to rocket into space in 1981. To commemorate NASA's final space shuttle launch in 2011, Mars even made special edition M&M's just for the flight, decorated with images of the Atlantis shuttle, the phrase 3, 2, 1, liftoff, and date of the launch, July 8th, 2011. Thanks for watching.
If you have any questions, you can definitely comment below, or you can email us and we'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching, and we're gonna enjoy some of these M&M's now. See you guys later.
Bye.